After the Sengoku Jidai, peace reigned for 200 years. In Kyoto, the emperor continued as divine head of state. But real power was held by the Tokugawa Shogunate. For 2 centuries, they ruled with absolute authority. Japan prospered. The people were content. In 1853, American warships changed everything. The Shogun welcomed the West and signed the Treaty of Peace and Amity. The gates to Japan were open. Trade was established, but the agreements favored the Western powers. The economy faltered, and the people suffered. In 1863, the emperor overruled the shogun. An imperial decree ordered the expulsion of all Western powers. 10 years of diplomacy cast into the sea. The Western powers gave their answer.
Prepare to run out the guns. On my command, fire!
The emperor brought death to his people. The imperialists would pay for their misguided actions. Order had to be restored. To strengthen our position, the Shogun allied with the French. We will study their ways and discover their secrets. Only then can we destroy the fools around the emperor and return honor to Japan. The Shogun must be victorious. Ai's domain. Loyal to the Tokugawa Shogunate for centuries, our family was granted these lands and the clan name of Matsudaira in honor of our service. Now, the Shogun is under threat from those who seek to put power into the Emperor's hands. This cannot be allowed to happen. Our first priority should be to strengthen relations with those still loyal to the Shogun. His seat of power in Edo is close, but there are many lords in neighboring domains who do not share his vision. These seditious elements must be eliminated, their lands taken for the good of our own domain. Finally, if we are to prevent our misguided foes from taking power, Edo and Kyoto must not fall into imperial hands. When full-scale war between Shogunate and imperial forces finally comes, the people of Aiz will be there, defending Japan's best interests in the face of adversity. For the Shogun!
The Boshin War is a conflict between the forces of the Shogunate and those of the Emperor. Every clan must pledge allegiance to one or the other. The object of the campaign game is to secure allegiance to our cause and capture territory. When our clan's fame reaches a certain level, we must choose to rally behind one power or the other, or attempt to assume personal control of the country. This last option will lead to all but our most loyal allies turning against us.
Well, I will listen to your words for a time. Do not waste this chance. Let us speak, like sensible men, of many things, and so reach some...
Yes, my lord.
My lord.
Death is necessary.
I will rest here.
Your orders, my lord. As you command. Destination reached. My sword for you, my lord.
In addition to the advisor and encyclopedia, there are now comprehensive video tutorials in order to... There are two types of rebellion. This piece cannot move any further now. Buildings that have been damaged due to sabotage or battle can be rebuilt. To repair a building, select it and click on the Rebuild button to the left of the review panel. If simply left, damaged buildings will be automatically repaired very slowly over time at no cost.
I am here to listen. When you have spoken... An unexpected meeting may, with hindsight, turn out... On my...
Awaiting your next command.
Boshin War is the time for clans to decide where their loyalties lie. To the shogunate or to the emperor. To the status quo or to the future. As such, clans in a game can either be pro-shogunate or pro... Shinsengumi are the investigators used to weed out corruption and anti-shogunate sentiment across Japan. They are expert propagandists who can persuade a population or coerce an enemy army into supporting the shogunate, uncover enemy agents on friendly territory, instill discipline in friendly armies, subdue pro-imperial dissidents, incite revolt in an enemy province, an army commanded by a general and positioned inside the bombardment range of a fleet may be eligible for naval fire support during a land battle. In these cases, the army will be able to call in an artillery strike via the naval fire support button on the battle UI. There are many new technologies to be researched that will bring our cause closer to victory. To select one, open the clan development panel by clicking on the dedicated button in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Income is dependent on the market value of the goods produced, which is in turn Select the technology you wish to acquire. The game will highlight any prerequisite technologies. Details of victory conditions and missions are stored here. Each clan has a set of predetermined territorial conquests that The capture of territory increases our clan's fame across Japan. However, an increase in fame brings with it a new title for the daimyo, depending on his allegiance to either the shogunate or the emperor. When fame reaches a certain level, we must choose to rally behind one power or the other, declaring war against all clans with the opposite. See the corresponding encyclopedia entry for further details. Troops can be stationed inside a settlement to defend it in the event. Railways can be built in those provinces with the relevant province specialty building. Each clan is allowed one line each. Both armies and agents can use railways. To move to a station, right-click on it in the same way you would any other target. Once at the station, a map will appear containing a list of possible destinations. Select one to move there instantly. It is also possible to use coastal defenses are gun batteries positioned next to a port to prevent enemy fleets from landing an army in the province. The firing range of the defenses is graphic. It is possible for a clan to field 2 armies of 20 units for a battle. Entering the battlefield in the same way as rival agents can be removed by assassination. Select a target for our Shinsengumi.
Emperor's gone!
Today, sir, we defend.
Spears to the fore!
Your general is under attack!
At the devil! Spears to the fore!
Moving forward, my lord!
Reload and go! We are the wolves! What? I got prepared, sir!
Engage the enemy! Speed them from the rear!
The loss of your general has shaken the morale of the men, sir!
Battle group ready! March! Fire!
Your victory is close, sir!
As an alternative to straightforward occupation, upon capture of a settlement, there is also an option to loot it as well. It is possible to increase the defensive capabilities of a castle by upgrading its tower defenses.